Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy dehBoy back for another uh, Clan Wars attack video. If you remember at the end of the last video where I did some just some Town Hall 9 on Town Hall 10 action, a couple 1-star attacks, nothing special, but kind of showing the practice and the possibilities. Hey, if I have the queen, maybe we get a little bit more damage done. But at the end of that video, I said we were in a close war. It indeed ended close. And luckily, it ended up with us on top. I mean, really right down to the wire here. And even after Bad Thinker put up some decent numbers against us, the Go Hype Masters in the scheduled war put up some nice numbers, but it took a mismatch here against a Korean squad to really put the pressure on, but nonetheless, we got the job done, which is really nice. So I just want to go through my two attacks. Again, nothing too special, but I think it's worth documenting and worth talking about and saying, hey, this is where I went right, this is where I went wrong, and let's learn from it. So, throw this over here. So for this attack, as you can see, I'm coming in loons here. I had somebody scout, and I knew they were able to scout this with 4. And previous attacks, I just got screwed so many times when I tried to minimize how many units I used to pull. So the object here was to come in here, get the pull, grab that, kill him here, and then come in through here and get, all of these if I could. I got my queen now and stuff. The huge thing, though, that I think is more important in some of these attacks is instead of the queen, which is really important, these two anti-airs are awfully close to each other, and they are 1 level away. So, if I would have thought about this attack differently, and instead of coming in and trying to get the queen, what if I got rid of these anti-airs? It's as simple as, 1 jump spell, or even if I get some luck here, probably not, but, if I come in this way, maybe I can get some luck with the way the wall breakers go. Maybe I don't spend that much. I get 2 of these anti-airs, and then I'm looking at a base that's, this is gone out of the base, and the rest of the attack can come in through here and come this way, ending on the queen. It makes you wonder. I mean, these are the things that I'm trying to figure out still. Is it really important that I get that queen? Or instead of the queen, maybe it's really important that I get double anti-air. Queen single anti-air is certainly something to do with, but, if I don't get this anti-air, then it's kind of a useless attack. So, we drop the loons, pull the CC. Loons get lit up. Just enough with 5. I'm glad I went 5. Just got enough to get that last pull. Then I'm just using some of these archers to get them in the right spot for myself. I've got this 1 extra loon here, just to give a shot at a loon drop, and if the loon drop doesn't work, I've got clearance for the rest of the stuff here. So use the 4 archers. Going to try to get the barb over here to help group these up just a little bit more, and then probably 1 more barb drop to no, I guess not. Yeah, so I used the one to start narrowing it down here, and I did okay with the CC clear. I mean, there's nothing special there. Wasted probably about, with the pull and everything, that's like 40, so nothing great there. The wall breakers go not what I needed them to do. I needed to come down here to get them to come towards this section right here. I didn't get that, but was able to get in anyway. Have my heroes going. Good to have my queen back. She's at 15. She's plowing away. But as soon as I'm dropping these here, you know, I didn't get any of the anti-airs down. Queen's already running outside the wrong side of the base. She's not pulling it. She's not getting rid of any anti-air. So I really think the mistake that I made here was not coming from the top, not taking advantage of these two anti-airs, and you know, just kind of running myself thin from the air. As two of my loons are already down, there's all these extra anti-airs, and now three of them are down. So as you know, three of them are down. I don't even have all my rage spells used. The queen's still doing a little bit of work. She's plowing away at different things, but you know, maybe if I would have let the queen run her course a little bit, you know, maybe she would have taken out the anti-airs and then things go all right. But you know, I just fall short. You know, and that's the problem with some of these attacks is I'm just real short. In this case, the one tower's left. If I would have gotten that, you know, maybe on time. I probably lose on time. I don't have a whole lot of a backup force going, but you know, these are things that you got to think about when you're going to an attack. What is really worth it when you're trying to think of an attack? If I'm going in the air, 2 anti-air towers is probably pretty worth over a queen and a possible tower. So we can just end up here. I believe I run out of time. Yeah, so I probably didn't have enough time even with that that tower down. But not a bad attack, not a great attack, but not a bad attack. You know, I did different things right. I had the plan, but once the attack was done, I reevaluated my plan and I said, you know what? It probably didn't give myself the best chance of success. So, as you can see here, the last bit of green for our team. So, technically, the winning star for our team, which I wish we would have won by 2. But if you take a look at this space, we had a scout. Another attack already came in. So I know a hidden Tesla is here, 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 and here. And I know there's a big bomb right here. So the only spots for double big bombs are right here, right here, and that's it. So I know that there's really not any double big bombs on this base. So the plan is when we come in to drop I have 2 giants, drop the 2 giants here. They come in here, they soak up damage. Then I'm going to drop a hog here and here. So the hog is going to come here to try to trigger any bombs there, and this hog is going to come over and try to trigger any bombs there. So that's the first piece, right? So the first piece is just try to trip bombs, get the CC out. Once the CC is out, because it's a hog attack, I want to kill the queen. So I want to come in from here. And I got 2 witches because I'm going to do the two witch CC clear, which is pretty much after you get the pull and once they're there, you drop 2, 2, 2. So this will be like barbs, this will be archers, and this will be witches. And what that'll do is, you know, their CC is going to kill the barbs and archers before it targets the witches, but it can't target the witches because the skeletons are all there. So once that's down, we throw a whiz afterwards, you know, while they're kind of grouped, you know, maybe a hero or so. And then we come in here, blast this portion open. We take care of the queen, we take care of this wizard tower, and then then we come in with the hogs. So the hogs come in here, they'll come in here, they'll come in here. And that's really the plan, and then we drop heal spells as needed throughout there. So that was the plan. I thought it was a pretty good plan. And there were a few things that I did wrong in this that I think kept me from the 3-star. But even then, I think it would have been pretty close. So I think this is fine. This gives me a lot of knowledge. I tripped the one giant bomb and one other smaller bomb. So mission accomplished here. I get the full CC pull. I trip a big bomb, which is great. We're gonna get these guys moving over here. Now, one thing, and I'm gonna zoom in over here. So once they get here, the object is to go quick because I don't want I don't want my witches to get targeted. I want them to target the barbs and then the archers, and by the time they get through the archers, the skeletons are already on them. So then they're targeting the skeletons, and then I have wizard and archer queen dealing damage to the CC troops. I want you to pay attention here. There. Where are the barbs? Where are the barbs? That right here, this should have never happened, because by the time that those die, I should have already had the witches down. What happened is I was trying to, on my iPad screen, as I was trying to switch with one finger and double place with the other finger, I hit the surrender button, and I'm like, wait, what? No, I don't want to surrender. And the surrender button like pops up with a thing, and that cut off on a little bit of time. So the time loss between the archers and the barb drops is really what kills this queen right here. She gets targeted, she gets blasted. So I do lose one. I also dropped the golem a little bit early because I panicked with that surrender button. The golem's taking hits from these wizards, which is no bueno. You really want that golem to last as long as possible. So a few pretty small mistakes there that I don't know if they're going to, make or break an attack, but certainly they would have made the attack a little bit cleaner. So at this point, we've got the king on the queen. Great. We got the queen doing work herself. She's going to come in and want to make sure I pop the king ability. Pops that tower, or the big bomb. And at this point, we're dropping our hogs. We're trying to spread out the damage. And I think at this point, if you look at the health, I think this healing spell's a little early. I think this one's probably a little early too. If I needed to do one, this one's probably it, because, a lot of stuff taking these. But there's one spring trap, alright? So let's count spring traps. There's one. We don't need to worry about the rest of this raid. There's another healing spell. So right away, like, I've wasted 3 of my healing spells early in this, and there's 2 more sections, really, that require heal spells. So I think that first heal spell probably hurt me. I think when you're using hogs, you want to use your heal spells early enough, and you don't want to like get caught where you're holding on to a heal spell. You got like 5 hogs left. You want to use it when you have the most hogs, to lose, because you want to keep them around as long as possible. But sometimes too early also isn't the good thing either. So make sure that when you're placing those heal spells, you kind of understand already where you're going to be placing them and what they're going to be useful for, and how you're going to get maximum value out of them. So we got one spring trap out of the way already. We're bringing in hogs. There's 2 spring traps. Last heal spell comes down because everything's on these hogs. I really wanted to make sure we kept them alive. There's 3 spring traps. There goes some more hogs. Why don't we pop that one? There's 4 spring traps as these hogs continue to do some work here. And I must have missed one of the other spring traps during the replay. I ended up hitting 5. I counted them, and whether or not I was drunk and I miscounted or what, but I believe I did see 5. And if they're hitting 3 hogs at each time, that's 15 hogs that I lost to spring traps. Luckily, the queen ends up clutching the 2-star here, taking out that without moving to get aggro from any of these defenses down here. And obviously not going to be able to 3-star at this point, but really, I mean, if I have 30 hogs and I lose half of my hogs to spring traps, that's just really unlucky. I mean, you gotta tip your cap to the guy. I don't know, you can't really pronounce that. I don't know. Tip your cap to the guy who said, well done with your trap placement. But at the same time, it's like, Jesus, you got freaking lucky with where you place those damn traps, because the hogs just happen to run over them, and I just happen to have multiple hogs on that. And it's not like I just created one wave of hogs and just let it rip. I was trying to bring hogs in from a lot of different angles to make sure that we got through. So, things that I could have done personally to make this better, not hit the surrender button to have that damn like message box pop up, probably saves a witch. I don't know if the witch really does anything for me, but sure enough, it saves it. That probably leads into me not like dropping my golem early and freaking out, like, oh my god, I gotta keep my witches alive. Drop the golem, drop the golem. That golem lives a little bit longer. Perhaps the king does a little bit more work. The queen takes less damage. You know, I can save her ability for the end, type of thing. So, you know, one little thing can kind of snowball there. And that definitely could have had some effect on that. But, so that's something I could have done better. Also, that first heal spell probably didn't get as much value out of it as I would have hoped. Probably could have saved that last heal spell for that last section. You know, probably would have done me some good, but if I'm running 31 hogs, I use 2 to trigger some bobs and get the CC pull. I'm running 29, and more than half of that, 15 versus 14. If I lose 15 hogs to spring traps, there's not much you can do. You know, if those spring traps are outside and in different spots and I don't trigger them, I probably 3-star the base. I think overall, even though the heal spells were there, even though the CC pull and the CC clear, you know, was a little shaky, even with all of those minor problems, if I don't hit, you know, 1 or 2 more of those spring traps, the base is 3-starred. But just a little bit of unluckiness there, and it's a good learning lesson. I mean, that's one of the things that when you run with hogs, you have to understand is that, sure enough, you know, spring traps are going to be a problem. Double giant bomb spots are going to be a problem, and if you can work around them, or you know, you can kind of throw golems in at them to get 1 or 2 of the spring traps and a double giant bomb spot, you're going to end up being better for it in the end. But at the same time, if they're in the middle and you can't do anything, it's the way it goes, and it's one of the risks of running hogs. So, overall, I was happy with both my attacks. Again, you know, there's plenty of stuff to learn from here. None of these attacks were complete failures. You know, a few things I could have tweaked to make them better, in my opinion. And, you know, if I get a little bit luckier, maybe I do get a 3-star. But happy with the way that it turned out. You know, we didn't need that 3rd star to win, so I didn't hold the clan back. I ended up putting down that last star to get us a victory. So overall, happy. But you know, still looking to do a little bit better. You know, I don't want to rest on anything. I really want to just keep pushing to get better, and I do want to work on consistently 3-starring people, because I think I'm good enough for it. I think I know what I'm doing. It's just a matter of executing what I think. So this is the base I'm going in on first tomorrow for this next war. I don't want to prioritize the queen if I don't have to, but you can see CC right here. We got the queen. We got an anti-air. This is a perfect spot right here to blow up, have the golem come in, bring in some some support with wizards, archer, queen, king, excuse me, etc. And just get in here before, you know, if I can create my wedge right along this area, I can come in clockwise or counterclockwise depending on what's going on. So probably going to come from the air. Underleveled anti-air defenses. Expos are leveled up. Wizard towers leveled up. Cannons being leveled up and mortars being leveled up don't really mean anything. The fact that the archer towers are 10 and not 11 is probably pretty good for me. So this is one of the base, a preview of the base, unless they change it, that I'm going to be hitting tomorrow. And hopefully I can just post up a 3-star and kind of shake off these 1-star, 2-star attacks, and really post a nice score this war. So thanks for tuning in to my video. I hope you found it enjoyable, entertaining, and informative. Go ahead and click that subscribe button if you are interested in watching more of my videos as soon as they come out. And hopefully I'll catch you later. Have a great one.